Hello and welcome back to Project Los Alamos. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the CDV-720. The CDV-720 was an early radiological survey meter produced under the Office of Civil Defense. The 720 Model 1 has an interesting shape. It's more oval than it is boxed like the other models. The Model 1 was produced by Chapman Electronics. It has a basic one knob, which controls check circuit, moving the dial to the check circuit if all is good, 0, times 100, times 10, times 1. This model can read all the way up to 500 rotations an hour. You turn this one on like the rest. You leave it on 0 for 2 minutes, and then you switch to whatever you want, whether it's times 100, times 10, or times 1. And while it's zeroed, you turn the little 0 knob. Turning it over is what's unique about it. There's this disc that slides back and forth. Now, this being a radiological survey meter, it has an ion chamber, which, when this is moved back, can measure beta, and when it's moved forward, measures gamma. Unlike the older models, this one does not have the clips on the sides. It has 2 carrying straps, like the newer models. You open it by unscrewing this part. And then opening it up. You have to open up these ones slowly because the ion chamber isn't attached to the main body. Like the other ones, it's attached to the bottom body. You unplug it and separate. You see the ion chamber, cable connecting the circuitry, and the circuit diagram. Looking at the main body, you see the dial and electronic components. Being this was made in the 50s, late 50s, it hasn't switched over the transistor yet and is vacuum tube driven, meaning it requires a higher voltage. It uses the 22.5 volt battery and the 1.5 volt battery. Calibration, you have the times 100, times 10, and times 1. Then, to put it back together, plug it in, close it. You have to make sure that the straps don't get stuck outside. Close it and twist it shut. It opens a lot like the 750s. Now, I was taking a closer look at this one day, and I noticed something interesting in the dials. There was some paint on it, and being from the late 50s, I was wondering if it was radium paint. So I took out my black light to see if it was fluorescent paint, and yes, it is. Now, that doesn't mean it's radium, but I have a very sensitive digital Geiger counter that I can use to detect if it's radium. And yes, it is radioactive, because normal is about 0.15 where I live, and it's climbed double that. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and while you wait for the next video coming out next week, stay tuned, check out some other ones.